Welcome, guys. Welcome to Episode 2 of the Pixelated Podcast. My name is Ryan, and also today we have a very special guest. This is guest episode number 1. Today we are here, ironically, also, his name is Ryan, and today we're going to be talking about the problems with esports and everything that has to do gaming. This is one of the gaming episodes, part of the Pixelated Podcast. This is the gaming portion of the sports. Sports will be included probably the next episode or two. But this episode, the topic we know best, gaming. So that's what we're going to be doing. So, guys, if you guys don't know, Ryan also went to high school with me. Well, actually, I'm out of high school. He's still in high school. But we played esports together for the last 2 years. And to me, we did pretty well. So I think this is going to be a good conversation, good episode. And yeah, so first thing I want to talk about, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for having me here. It's a big treat that I'm in a podcast.
Yeah, no problem. No
Um,
problem.
so where do you want to start with esports specifically? Do you want to
Um,
talk about our old team or?
yeah, I mean, let's jump right into it. I think one thing, or let general knowledge, like if you aren't someone who's into esports or you're trying to get into esports, what is I'll ask this question to you and then I'll follow up. What do you think is the probably the most important thing, would you say, in a team? Like, give me like your top five things that you need or look for in a team. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what do you want in a teammate? So if you had to build a roster of people, what qualities do you want these people to have, or most of them?
All right. So firstly, I'm gonna put number five with experience because it's important to like for someone to be experienced in what they're playing. Because like
Yep.
I'm not gonna have a bronze or like an iron in my team because like they're not gonna be good at the game
Yep.
and they're clearly new to the game. I need someone who like knows what we're talking about. I need someone if I need to say, hey, he's in heaven or he's on rafters, then I need to know that this guy knows what rafter is and he's not gonna look the opposite direction because
Mhm.
we both saw what happened last time,
Oh
right?
yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, one year we were playing Split, and our friend, let's call him R because I don't want to shout out his
Yeah,
real name.
yeah. Anybody we talk about, we'll just give either letters or just a name because we don't want to shame anybody, and everyone is at different stages in different games. So just real quick, we play Valorant. That's our game. That's the game we compete in. So yeah. So anybody who we talk about has a name. Will be a letter or anything that's not their actual name. Sorry, you may
Yeah,
continue.
to the viewers, I'm not sure if anyone's watching who doesn't play Valorant, but it's basically just CS:GO, first-person shooter game, shooting from the hip, and with economy. So
Yep.
we are pushing A site on Split, and then after that, we all die out on the push because we weren't pushing hard enough, and we were going against the Plat Reyna. And I died like somewhere on site because there was three stacked and two in heaven. And you got everyone in heaven, but there was still one dude left, and it was the Sage, and she had a shotgun along with the KO, but KO died. And we had Omen, which was R, and this was his first year, and he was brand new to Valorant and had no PC, no way of practicing, and no way of comprehension. And basically, what happened? We all shout out, "He's hard right! He's hard right!" Because he was in the hallway between site and his spawn. And basically, the moment when he were to turn the corner away from hallway, the Sage would shoot him with the shotgun. And
Yep.
we all said, "He's hard right. He's hard right with the shotgun." And he had a stun. He had a better gun. The problem is that like he didn't comprehend. But the thing is that what shocked us the most is that in hallway there's a thing called a window, which I'm sure most of you already know what it is. It's just a little window on the top of the heaven. And instead of looking to the hard right, where the Sage obviously was with a shotgun, he proceeded to look to the left up to window after we all said, "He's hard right." And after that,
Yep.
guess what happened? The Sage just shotgun and absolutely bodied R off. And after that, I turned over to him because I was sitting next to him. And I just gave him the most blank ass stare. And he turns back to me. I was like, "Did I do something?" I was like, "No." At the time, I was a bit kind, so I didn't really want to say anything. But he fumbled so unbelievably hard that it was astounding. I'm not gonna put hate, but I just feel like if I'm gonna tell you where he is, you should like know where he is. You know?
Yeah, yeah. If and something to add to that point, if I think experience is a good number five. I'll also give you my list as well. I think number five would be experience because experience is not everything. I think you could have luck on your side, but I think experience helps. If you have people who don't really understand, like it's okay to say I don't understand what you're saying. Please elaborate because then that shows coming into my number four someone who's trainable. For me, someone if you're trainable and you listen, you're willing to learn, it's easy to get you to learn. If you want to learn, you have the dedication to practice and you want to get better. That's but if you don't, that's something that really doesn't work because you have to be able to learn and learn from your mistakes. Mistakes are okay, but not learning from them and doing the same mistake over and over again doesn't help you. You need to be able to understand the mistake, and if you don't, ask for help. Like say, "Hey, I I understand we lost. What could I have done better?" Put it that way.
Yeah.
What could I have done better? Because then people who are better than you, not saying they'll criticize you, but they'll if they're a good teammate, they'll give you tips. Like, oh, you were aiming a little low. Next time take the same kind of angle but aim a little higher. You have a better chance of killing someone. It's all in understanding, and if you don't understand, ask questions. Because asking questions in life is always better than trying to do something you don't know how to do. Because you can in real life you could hurt yourself, you could hurt someone else, or even worse, someone could die. So not just video game related, but like world related. If you don't know how to do something, don't just try and do it because you want to impress people. Ask for help because asking for help is a good way to learn, and learning is how we grow as people. So if you're not willing to learn, and you're not willing to take criticism, but take it as constructive criticism and learn from what happens, then honestly, to me personally, you could be the greatest player in the world, but if you aren't willing to learn and learn from your mistakes, you shouldn't play esports because esports is about learning. Things change every day. Maps change, metas change, like gun recoils change. Everything in a game can change in a matter of seconds. And if you are not willing to learn and put the effort in to learn the new things that happen, you won't ever make it in a game because no matter how many hours you put in, you could put hours on hours on hours, but just because you have hours doesn't mean you're good. You could play for 100,000 hours, but not make it past certain ranks. But learning from your mistakes, watching VOD reviews, even just playing 3 games a day, getting off and watching your stuff back, understanding what you need to do. Go. Also, you just need good mental health. That's how you learn better. If your mental health is not good or your health in general is not good, you'll be tired. You just need to be energized but focused. If you don't have energy, you can't focus. So you want to be able to focus, keep your eyes on what you're doing, don't get distracted easily, but also have fun with things. Esports is supposed to be a fun thing, but you also want to be competitive, win. But when things don't go your way, sometimes it happens. It's life. In life, things are not always going to go your way. You have to hit it hard and get better. Like I know last year we started a little rough. We made a roster change. We started doing well, but the roster change there is the effect of learning from our mistakes in the beginning. We understood the cause was not what was happening is we weren't playing well. That's the cause. The effect is we made a change and it worked. But that's us as a team and me as a captain understanding and learning the flow of the game that things aren't working. We have to change something up. That's how you learn. That's how you become a team player. So for me, number four is the being willing to learn and wanting to know the understanding better and ask questions. So that's my number four. Brian, what is your number four?
Hold on. I gotta double back real quick and say I completely agree with everything. That's why I said experience should be five because it's
Yeah.
helpful, but it's not everything that I need. Because like even though like you can have like multiple hours and everything, you're not gonna be like the craziest alone. We need a team to get through everything.
Yeah.
It's just like Valorant. And for number four, I kind of this is more based on a personal concept, but like I think faith/collaboration is important. Because if we're going onto a site, or if I need to swing with you, or if I need you to do this, because in Valorant you have to smoke areas, you either have to flash, you have to heal, or you have to like get a kill, which are all important roles that every single teammate gets or obtains while picking an agent. If you're like a smoker, then I need you to smoke like I need you to smoke heaven. I need you to do this. Why? So I can get to point A to point B to point C. If you can't smoke the areas so I can remain hidden, then I'm going to get shot dead and I'm not going to be able to kill anyone. And if I can't get and if I get swung and flash, I need you to back me up. So if I don't have trust in you, then
Yep.
I'm never really going to be able to get anywhere. Just like you remember in oh yeah, you remember V, that kid
Mhm.
who like was in esports? He
Yeah.
wasn't really like good at first and he never really he I mean, he learned, but like he was amazing cuz like he was such a nice guy. He was good to work with. I trusted him, and even though he wasn't the best and he kind of bottom fragged, he was willing to learn and like go through like the process to understand what he had to do and what he had to change. Unlike R, who didn't really do much except gloat and
Yeah.
gloat and gloat.
I I
Yeah,
I
and
agree with that.
yeah, to put it short, I would like a team that like if I'm putting my back against the wall, I would want you to like be the wall in this case.
Yep.
Cuz the worst thing I can do is swing a flash and then after that I myself get flashed by my own teammate.
Yep. So I before I go to my number three, I totally agree with that. I think having well, actually, my number three is trust. I think trust is a big thing. Having trust with your team just makes it easier to play and have fun because you have trust. But you're never gonna just have trust right away. You have to build the trust. You have to practice. You got to get your trust together. If you don't trust your team, well, if they clear an angle, you can't just be like, oh, I'm going to clear it too because I don't trust them. No, if they clear an angle and walk by and no one's there, don't, to me, don't ever look at the angle. You just need to trust your team that they check the angle, nobody's there. It's especially if you guys filing single file right in there. There should be no reason if someone looks at an angle, no one's there, keep walking. Don't check it. Waste of time. You waste your time of pushing in and gaining the area and the advantage if you waste time by not having trust. By if they check something, don't recheck it again for until unless there's a call saying, oh, someone's here. Like if me and Ryan are playing on a site and I swing wide and I check three like in a corner and I don't see anything and I tell him push, he's not gonna just be like, all right, one second, let me check this angle again. We have that trust where he can confidently say, if I say it's clear, he knows I'm telling the truth and it's clear. Or like when we're swinging a corner together, I'm like, Ryan, all right, ready? We're gonna double swing off this flash. I'm gonna pop flash, and I say, ready, go. We're gonna pop flash and go together. But the trust of him, he has trust in me to make a good flash and to swing with him, and I have the trust that when my flash goes off, he's gonna be in there, and he has the trust to know that I'm right behind him. So if he dies, I got his trade, and that's a big thing of just having trust makes everything go smoother. Plus, you and your team will get along better. So I'd say
Yeah.
my number three is trust. So what do you got for number three? So hold on, let's
I'm
recap.
gonna
So we both have skill at number five. So experience is number five. For number four, I had what was it?
you
Oh,
had
willing to
learning
learn.
like
Yeah,
yeah.
willing to learn, and then trust is my third. So what was your what were your so you had experience. What was number four?
Before number 4 was trust as well.
Okay. So what's your number three?
Before I go into number 3, I just had to like make a setup real quick. So basically there's this current in the current team right now. I'm team leader, and you remember why? Remember, right?
Yeah.
He was amazing to work with, and I trusted him completely. Even
Mhm.
though like he lacklustered, I picked it up in places where he didn't, and he did the same for me. And there's this one kid. Let's call him US or L. Actually, no, let's call him L
Okay.
because that makes more
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
So L, was terrible. He did not want to learn. He did not want to do jack shit. He did not want to like get better at the game. He was there to simply like play, tilt, and leave. You remember what tilting is? It just means to get angry. Like not even one swift play in, he was tilting because the enemy team killed him a little too much. And we were on defending. He was just over swinging. And basically, in order for him to be almost 1% useful, I had to like go up to him and manually show him what he should be doing. But the problem is that like if I'm gonna say smoke this, this, and this, and like on his screen and do it for him, he's not really gonna learn. I'm just doing it for him. My
Mm-hmm.
problem is that like when I show him how to do this, when I show him how to flash, he sticks to it. And like every single match consecutively, he's throwing the same thing. He's using the same smoke, or he's doing the same thing over and over again. And I hate the fact that I have to say, Lewis, do something different. Lewis, do this, or Lewis, do that. Oh wait, my bad. I didn't mean to leak him
We're
like that.
chalking.
But
We're chalking. It's fine.
yeah.
It's chalk.
So I was Yeah, so L, do this or L, do that. And I hate it. And every map we go in, it's like, yo, RTK, what should I pick? I was like, dude, go with your main. Go with who you're good at. Or, like, do this. Why don't you be a defender for us? He was like, okay. But my problem isn't that, like, he doesn't know what to pick. My problem is that, like, he doesn't know how to play the said character. Because no matter what job I give him, he can't stick with it. He can't change up. And that's what number 3 is, adaptability. Because if let's say we have a strategy and it goes really well, but however a couple matches like in the game later, they figure out the strategy. They know what we're doing. They know, like, let's say the idea is that I'm carrying Cypher, or I'm carrying an agent or teammate to the
Mm-hmm.
end, so that way they can clean it up. They can clean up the mess. Then they're
Yep.
gonna realize that and try and pick them early. Because if they pick the top dog early, then the rest is easy pickings, you know.
Yep.
And I'm just saying, like, if people are expecting the same utility or the same angle, like the same angle being held, then they're not going to go to that angle. Because, like, if I'm going to throw a flash, like a Molotov or a trap down on the floor and it kills somebody, I don't think the same trap would work in the same area. People are going to expect that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my point here. If you can't, like, learn to change up and, like, learn to, like, throw the enemy team off, then it's not going to be helpful, because you're basically just a one-trick pony. I don't want, like, somebody who can do one thing and after that that's all they can do. I need somebody who can, like, be versatile and, like, learn and, like, swing things up and mix things up, because, like, if you can't, then we're not going to win, because they're going to be able to read us too easily.
Yep. I agree with that. I think my number 2 would be confidence. You have to be confident in everything you do. You can't play scared, because when you play scared, you play the other team's game. You gotta play your game, play your team's game. Even if you guys have a non, like, if the other team counters you, it doesn't matter. There's theoretically they counter you, but you can counter the counter by just being better or having a smarter team. You just need to be confident, and when your team captain says something, you just do it. Unless the team captain is just trying to throw you off. Other than that, just do it. They're usually your team captain is elected because they have either the best mind, they're the best player, or they're just a good leader, and they have some sort of experience on their shoulders. So, for being, how do I say, like, to be confident, you have to. It goes back to the trust aspect of your captain says something, trust what they do, but do it with confidence. Like, if your captain goes, hey, let's double swing this now, we need to do it now or we're going to lose our window, then just do it. Be confident, make your swing confident, and trust in your captain. Trust in your teammates. But you also need the confidence to know, all right, and always just use the confidence of get your morale up. If you're losing, but guys, listen, we got this, all right? We got to play confident, we got to play strong, but we cannot let ourselves get down over a couple losses, all right? Got to get back into it. We got this. And I think, I don't know, Ryan, you could attest to this, but I think I did a good job of that. Or I tried to do that last year when we played. I tried picking us up even when we're down. And be like, guys, listen, we're getting beat, but we got to get back into this. We're not out of the fight till the game is over. And I've said it multiple times. The game isn't over till that game says win, victory, or defeat. The game is never over. You can always turn it around. But when you beat yourselves up and you lose your confidence, and your team loses confidence in each other, that's when it goes downhill, and it never is going to work. So I think confidence is key. And I think if you are trying to get into esports or any sport, be confident. So, yeah, I say
Yeah,
be confident.
I completely agree, which is why I was making my wait, I'm on number 2, right?
Yes.
Or
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
which
Two.
is why I'm making my number 2 practically the same thing as yours, but I'm going to call it morality because the worst thing you can do is like when you open up the game, you already feel like shit. Like
Yeah.
you already don't even want to be there anymore. And that's not the mentality that we're going for because if you don't want to be there, then by God, you're not going to do a good job because you're going to feel horrible. You're going to beat yourself up
Yep.
every time and you're going to feel overall just shit because like you don't want to attend that. And that's what I see in like L sometimes. Because
Yeah.
like he even told me personally, he's not really there to be there. He's just there for like the to mess around, and it isn't exactly, while it's okay to like have a positive mind, I just feel like his attitude isn't the right mind for the competitive scene. And yeah, sure.
Um, quick intermission, real quick. I will be right back. Ryan, if you want to give your number one and do a good detail, I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys.
Anyways, all right, I'll continue from here for Ryan. Base as I was saying, I think it's morale because like one, we want people to be happy. We want them to go in and have fun. We don't want them to be scared or trembling because like if I'm seeing you sit in a corner not trying to make a move, then we're never gonna get anywhere because life is about taking risks as well. We don't want I don't want people who feel horrible about themselves. I want people who realize they had done a mistake or they're confident and they're gonna go in it with everything they got, regardless of what happens. Because even though the goal is to win, at the end of the day, we're all here. We're kind of here to make friends, if you know what I mean. Because it is a high school esports, and even though I'm a bit of a competitive dude, I just want to be around the people that I like, but I don't see that in L. However, as I told you guys before, why is amazing in my opinion. Even though like he doesn't really have a computer, he's somehow like he's played on his laptop and he's still amazing. I enjoyed every minute of us playing together because it isn't even that like we're trying. It's more just like we're there for the time we spent together. And as long and like even though one of us die, we both like have like the faith in order to like push us forward. Because I remember one time I was he was like dying because I swung on Abyss, and it was basically a 1v4, but he wasn't gonna get a ace or anything, but it was still a 1v4, and he was lightly chipped, so he had like 100 health left. So what happened? I was like, "Oh man, dude, should I just like take the gun and like for the next round?" He was like, "Hell no, bro. Just at this point, you already have Spike. You already know that he's down on the hallway on the left. You might as well just make a move while you still can." Because to be clear, we were on B site and he was on A link, specifically in the vent, and the enemy had like a pistol on the left. However, shotgunned me since I was already chipped. So I was like, do it, bro. The worst thing that can happen is that we lose. But anyways, I have faith in you. You got a Vandal, which for any CS:GO players out there is basically just an AK. And after that, he absolutely balled out, bruh. Like, I'm not even sure how, but he got a headshots every single chance he saw an enemy. He planted the spike and won out. I was like, yo, that was a crazy 4K. Even though nothing special happened, I love the fact that like he like was scared and I boosted him up and he was able to get the win. Cause like if we lock people up to the confines of themselves, they're never really gonna break out, you know? So that's like the problem because in society we all kind of like push each other down, and I'm not trying to act corny like my like shop teacher saying like it's about setting up others, but it's about like supporting them because the worst thing we could do is just like yell in their ear to do this or backseat games saying that they're doing this wrong or they're doing this wrong. I just want you to go out there and do your best in this case. And since yeah, I'm pretty sure Ryan's still gone, so I'm just gonna give my number one, and that would be like connection and confidence. Actually, no, I already said confidence, but like connection and like in general, just like being there to learn and be happy. Cause like as I just stated, Al never was never there to like try do anything, but Yago, shoot. Y, L, Y, V, and a bunch of other kids who went there are now learning, and that's the thing I like because like even though they're not good as of currently, we can show them how to be better. We can show them how to comprehend. Even like I'm not. I know you guys don't know, but there's a friend of mine's in this call watching right now, and I'll call her Rosebud. And basically, they started off whack, but we taught her, and now she's like a crazy duelist. And that's the thing, cause like as long as you're willing to learn and like want to go through it, then there's no stopping what you can do. Cause like all it takes for human ingenuity is the simple fact to learn and understand what you're
Wow,
doing,
big
and
words.
overall just the connection you have, because like if you have a negative vibe to something, you're not gonna share it back, because like it's like you wake up every day and you feel horrible. No wonder why the world is horrible. No wonder why you feel bad, because it's the reaction you give out, because it's the bad vibe that you should go around spreading that comes right back to you, because like whatever you run away from is the same thing you end up chasing. So that's why like it's important to like have at the end of the day, be there to be there. Don't be there because you need because like you have this sort of conviction. We love to see the competitivity, but if you're not having fun, then by God's sake, do something else with your life. Like go golfing, go sporting, or go gambling. I don't know, bro. Like if you don't want to be here, then don't be here. And I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. I'm just saying whatever makes you feel happy is what you prosper at the best. You never work a day in your life if you love what you do. And that's right. And they make that 100% true, because I love playing games and I love coding, and I have a bit of a job in coding now. And I gotta say, I never feel like I'm working, because like it's amazing. I love the fact I get to talk with coworkers. I love the fact I get to play with my team. And even though like not all matches go well, we still like pick up, we still lock in, and we still go crazy, and we pop off together. Because like it isn't it because like sometimes Valorant isn't about like the elo or the wins. It's kind of about the friends we made along the way, which I know sounds corny as hell, but like yeah, I just enjoy the time we had together, and I just enjoyed the fact that I could like be good in a game, because at first I actually hated Valorant. I like was a hardcore CS:GO glazer. And now here I am playing the game that I still kind of like hate on, but it's almost ironic now because like I'm still I'm good at it. In fact, I PR'd like gold 2 this summer, and I'm just like, wow, how far I've come, and how what an amazing community I've like met, because there is an impact between the Valorant community and the CS:GO community. But I'm not promoting e-daters. I'm just saying like the friends I made,
Jeez,
I love, and like I wouldn't trade it.
that's pogs. So wait, so what was just give me the word. What was your number one?
Number one was basically just connection
Okay,
and like connection and luck, or just connection and willingness.
okay. I
So to put it
I like
simply,
that.
five faith,
Mhm.
four damn, I kind of lost my
No,
train of thought.
five was skill. Five was skill. So that means four was faith then.
Yeah, five was skill. Yeah,
Four.
five's experience.
Yep. Four
Four's
skill.
four
No,
skill.
no. Four is faith. Why?
No,
We're getting
yeah,
this
five.
messed up now.
Okay,
Holy
yeah,
guys, you can
five
tell we all have
experience.
long days today. It's okay.
Yeah,
Should have wrote this
five
down.
experience. Four was faith. Three was adaptability. Two was confidence, and one was bonding and like enjoyment.
Okay, so my number one. This is what I look for in every teammate or close to every teammate. Something I want to see from people. Are you a good person? Just being a good person in general just helps you be liked by everybody. If you're liked, it means you have good traits. And if you have good traits, it means you probably have the rest of the things on my list. You have accountable, and also just being accountable. Actually, I'm switching my number one to accountability. Oh my, we've all had a long day today.
Yep.
Accountability. If you can stay accountable for your mistakes and know, okay, I messed up, this happens, well, get them next time. Like, be accountable for your mistakes. And if shit happens, like if you mess up, you mess up, but learn from it. That goes back to kind of what Ryan said about adaptability. Like, learn from your mistakes and adapt to it. Like, don't just do the same thing and never getting the same result. Like a chef, you can cook something the same exact way. It you'll get different results every time, no matter what. You cook something too long by just an extra second, it tastes different. Like, so my top five. Number five is experience. Number four was willing to learn. Number three was, I don't remember now. Do you remember what my
As
third one was?
No, not really. I just
Oh,
wanted to double back though, if I
buns.
can, because I agree with you in accountability. Like it is kind of the most important in this case, especially since like you need to owe for your mistakes, and kindness is important. Yeah, I think it's important that we understand the balance between kindness and realism, because like being a good person makes up all for it, and I love the people that are both great people and have a realistic like perspective to everything. Those people are real keepers in my opinion, and that's what I like, because like I enjoy like your kindness. I enjoyed like the other people's kindness that I met along the way during this Valorant journey, and I think they're good people, and that makes up a huge difference. Because like, what are you gonna rather, a negative person or a negative person who's like good at the game, or a good person who's average but he's growing? Because
Yep.
growth and like response is really just everything in this case. Because a musician never makes the same song twice if you think about it, and that's just
Unless
how it is with like.
yeah,
Hmm?
unless you're Taylor Swift, then you can do whatever you
Yeah,
want. But
or
other than that, like,
sorry, did I cut you off or?
no, you're good. But all right, so that was a good first conversation. I think we all got a good understanding of like what some people, or at least we look for in teammates. Um, so let's go. I think one one thing that I really want to talk about is when, how do I phrase this? When someone is not willing to be a team player. For everyone out there, what is one thing you would say to someone who doesn't, like, in a respectful way? How do you handle people who are like L, that don't want to learn and don't want to just be a team player?
Well, me personally, I don't. I kind of like gave up in this case because like he's my friend and we still play other games together except for Valorant, of course. But I just feel like sometimes I believe there's change in everyone, but there are certain things that people can't change. And I know this is like a really negative outset, but it's also a realistic one in my opinion. Because the best thing you can do to parasites or leeches is just pull them out. That's the best thing you can do. Because if someone
It's
isn't
not.
willing.
He's not wrong though. Like, I know I did say non-negative, but you have to also be realistic. Like, if someone's not willing to learn, well then, to me, it's either if you don't want to be here and you don't want to learn, then you might as well not play, because this team is about being together, being a group, and also just having a good time, but also being willing to learn and all this other kind of stuff. So,
Yeah,
I
the thing
agree
of
with that.
the thing crucial about high school esports is that one, it's competitive. It's esports obviously, so you're there for the competitive reason.
Yep.
But two, it's also the concept of like learning, because you need to learn how to play in order to be good, right? And
Hmm.
that's why that's why school esports exist. Because kids are good at games, but they also want to show others how to learn and how to grow and connect as people. Because team building and team bonding is like one of the most important things. Even out like on a human like society scale, knowing how to work with other people is like it does wonders for you. And it's not about like
Yeah.
setting up. It's just like more like conversating, connection, trust, and like overall like knowing what to do. Oh, hey Yago.
Oh, ladies
Oh,
and gentlemen, we've
what?
got a potato joining the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Taco.
What?
Bro,
Hi Taco. We're
What I
currently
walked into?
you jumped into a podcast episode.
Oh,
You want to join? We'll let you
uh,
in. We're half hour through, but we always love more people.
oh,
You want to skirt in
uh
here?
I was
I
gonna
don't
say
know what to do. What?
he's recording a podcast. You just have to
Yeah,
talk
Oh,
you
like
gotta be a
about your
home. You just
opinion.
gotta.
I don't really have anything to
No,
talk about.
no, we're gonna
Oh come
give.
on,
We're
bro. You
gonna,
got an
dude.
What?
opinion.
We're giving topics out. What are you talking about, homie?
Oh, okay. I'm dumb. Okay.
All right, jeez. All right. So, all right. So I'll give questions to certain people. They can ask me questions. Let's just keep going because this is just so random. I did not know this was happening. Oh my
I was
lord.
gonna say.
We should have went into a private channel and done this, but
I was gonna
You
say.
should
that's
have.
fine.
Do you want me to private the
I'll
channel
head
so that way
out.
they don't join? No, no. You can stay. We don't
No,
mind. Like
hang on. I got this. I got this. I just set the status to don't join.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna stop them from joining.
All right.
I was gonna say, wouldn't that like just start the? Wouldn't
That
that
would
just start the?
that would just start people to join.
Yeah, that would
Yeah,
start
Alright.
the crewman effect. Like it
Here we
would
go.
just make people want to join.
All right, we're good
I don't
now.
know.
I switched it over to private for now.
All right,
Okay.
sweet.
So, well, this is so unorthodoxly funny that Yago just hops in here like a potato. He's just like, "What's up, fool?" And then we're like, "What's up,
I
man?"
thought you guys were actually like doing something,
No,
not a podcast.
well, technically we are doing something.
I
Podcasting
mean, yeah,
is
I'm
something.
sorry.
Yo, he just told us that podcasting is not
Yeah,
a thing.
podcasting is not
Whoa.
a thing, guys. Non-existent.
Okay.
It
Bro,
is
you
a
no,
it is
Miss.
a theory made by the government to.
Whoa.
You know, he ain't even wrong, but still, my teacher's forcing me to do podcasts now, Yago. So
This is so funny.
Uh,
So okay,
now you gotta do one.
so Yago, thing is when we talk about other people, Brian already chalked this a little bit, but it's fine. If you are talking about someone, either use the first letter of their name, use a random letter, or use a nickname, so we're not blasting people here.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Just so we're all on the same page. All right. So, real quick, I don't need just give me the answer and a quick explanation. All right. What is the best gun right now in Valorant? Go, Ryan. What do you got?
Vandal or op. It really depends on your situation.
Okay.
I like op, but the problem is that it's so expensive that it's hard to get sometimes. Because I'm kind of like
Mhm.
a violent person, so if I'm gonna
Oh,
get Vandal, by God, I'm gonna get
jeez.
Vandal.
Alrighty. He's got Vandal or Op. Yago, what do you got? What's your favorite gun? Favorite gun or what's the best gun right now?
I guess Vandal. I mean,
Vandal.
consistent
Bro,
and it works.
you guys are potatoes.
I don't know. I'm
Do
sorry.
you know
it's
what
a
the
boring
No, wait.
answer.
Do you
Do
know
you
what the
remember that
best
one
gun in the
ace on
game is?
Split?
Do you know the best gun in the game right now?
What is it?
Like
Stinger.
Breeze or something?
No,
Oh.
no.
Stinger,
Oh
bro.
my God.
No, I'm
How?
kidding. I'm chalking. No, I think I'm not gonna be on par with you fools. I'll go with Phantom.
No, it's valid. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Again, like the
Oh
guns
wait,
are all
hold
based
on.
on like
We may have
what you're.
another may have another guest popping in. Hold on. Let's see. Guys, this just went from 2 people to maybe 4. Hold
Is
up.
it CD or
Oh
no?
God.
No, it's this one. This human.
Oh, let me alt
Hang on.
Is
tap.
it AJ?
No. No,
Bro,
it's
that's like my default answer.
it's Rosebud Crow. She's just chilling.
Oh.
She's on mute. I think she was eating. I was like, "Yo, you want to hop in this episode of the podcast, guys? This is the most scuffed podcast ever." But you know what? It's okay because you know what?
Maybe,
We're having fun.
maybe it isn't about the podcast. Maybe it's the
Yeah.
friends that we podcasted along.
I
the way.
agree.
Yeah,
Honestly, I think it's the
Uh,
So
Corny ass line.
so one thing I will say is before I never knew these two. My brother actually is friends with Yago, and to be honest, Yago, I'm not even gonna bullshit here. I made fun of you a fucking whole lot. I was
Okay,
like,
fair enough.
I was like, who the fuck names your kid Yago? That's kind of whack. But then then when we started playing together and I realized this is who he was, he's a good dude. So don't do what I do. Don't judge people by their names. It's not cool. I shouldn't have done it. So my official online apology, Yago, I'm very sorry for making fun of you.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
But
You're forgetting about the Twitter
Apology
essay, bro.
accepted.
what?
You're forgetting about the Twitter essay.
No.
Oh my god.
No Twitter
the
essay
Twitter
for you.
documents
No.
and then community notes
Nope.
right underneath.
Nope, you're not getting any of that. You're just getting an apology, and that's all you get.
Twitter.
Okay,
My
good.
favorite shit show.
So, okay. Do you guys... Alright, so let's do a little segment I like to call the Q and Quay. Alright? So you're good. So we'll go around the circle of humans, and you can ask one person a question, or you can ask the group a question. All right. So this is my podcast. I will go last. I also need to think of a question. So, anyone have a question? I should have told
I do.
should have told people to prepare for this, but I kind of was talking to
Yeah.
Ryan, and I was like, "Yo, let's podcast this." So yeah. So Ryan's got a question. So is it for everyone or is it for one of us?
It's for everyone. I
All
was
right,
gonna ask. This is a bit of a really weird question,
bro.
but
Come
how
on,
many
man.
Okay, there's three actually. How many variables do you think go into a single game of Valorant? What I mean by variables is like how many factors or things that a player or players can do that change the outset of the game. Like how many things in general. Like make a random number, any number.
Okay. I give you one. There's at least 100. 100 different things could happen, and one of the changes makes the game flow differently. You get picked off out of spawn, and now you're down 4v5, and the round just started. Like you're like, oh, now we're in shambles. But when that kind of thing happens, you can't get into shambles. You just gotta play your picks back and fight back, cause yeah, that's really all you can do. That's my thing. Looks like Mr. Yago Taco over here just decided to mute himself.
Taco,
So
speak.
no, he's muted. Hold on.
No,
Okay, where'd he go?
speak, Cuddy.
Oh, there he
What
is.
happened?
Oh, dude, do you not listen, guys? This is the worst person having a podcast. A
Okay.
kid who doesn't listen.
I'm just gonna disappear now then. Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Wait,
So
Taco.
he said
What?
I gotta.
he said
How
how
many
many?
variables?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh. So you know the question? Why did you just say what happened then? You know
No,
what
no, you
happened.
said my name.
Oh, no, yeah, we're calling you. It's your turn to
Oh,
speak.
I'm
Oh my god.
So how many variables do you think go into a single game of like single match of Valorant?
single match, not like a
Uh,
13 rounds.
yeah,
No,
that's a
13
match.
rounds. That's gotta be like
That's a
that's gotta be like
match.
500.
That's a match, homie. How many
Oh, okay.
variables go into a match
A
of
lot.
let's say first to 13, no overtime. So whoever gets 13 first wins. How many variables you got? Someone give it to me. Let's go. That's what his
I'm gonna
question
say
was.
like
A lot.
2,500, bro, because like there's no telling what could happen in these games. There's too much change to like really set up an idea. That's why I
Yeah.
like adaptability because like you need to know how to counter this. Because oh, the enemy countered me. I have to learn how to counter their counter,
Yep.
and you kind of just go from there. And once
So
it's your turn to counter, you counter
Yep.
because they're gonna start changing.
I agree. So Yago, me and Ryan already made a list, our top 5 things of what we look for in players. So mine was we both had experience at number 5. Then he had faith, like confidence in your teammates. I had at 4. I had uh willingness to learn. At number 3, I had oh, why can't I think of it now? I'm
Should
special.
have wrote them down, Cuddy.
I
Wait, can
should
I move on to my other question?
I should
Since
have
it's the
run.
last one.
Oh yeah, go ahead. You can go on to your next
Alright.
question. Well,
For
I
both of
think
you, once again, what do you guys think is like as of currently the 2024 competitive scene for Valorant, like the comp teams and like what's happening currently? Because like I don't know about you, but I'm a fan of like Paper Rex, and I don't know. I feel like Cloud9 has fallen so off that at this point they should have just disbanded. Like not to be D1 hating, but like I feel like in every comp game they're just not there anymore. And it's just like FaZe as well. Like FaZe got like I'm not sure how to explain it, but they basically became like business. They became monetized. Like they lost their soul for gaming, and I kind of like it's sad to see like a team of like 5 gaming individuals who don't even seem like they know what they're doing like in competitive. Like not to hate on the people because I'm sure they play Valorant in and of itself, but I feel like FaZe and Cloud9 have become like so corporate like to the point they're not even human anymore.
I agree.
Oh, oh yeah, and
I do not
Abyss
watch
is it's
competitive.
mid.
I don't agree. I don't know why I just said that. I'm an idiot.
I just
Yeah,
do
go.
not watch competitive.
You don't watch.
I mean, like
Well, then you're a
I
I watch a
don't.
little bit of it, but I think I like the connection some of these teams have, like Paper Rex. Like during 2025, they went crazy on Abyss and Bind. But to be honest, Abyss is a mid map in my opinion. It started off good until people started abusing A Vent, A Link, and whatever the hell in heaven.
Alrighty, I guess he is strange. Alright. Do you guys actually want to know the full collegiate ranks for Valorant team rankings collegiately live as of October 28th, as of today? This is
Yeah, sure.
insane. Alright, so I'll just give you a couple like teams that are notable to me. Like Northwood University's in there. Um Winthrop University, so like Winthrop like University from Winthrop, Mass, I'm assuming.
No, wait,
Um
for real?
yeah, dude, they are literally top 6. Winthrop University
Damn.
is 6th in uh what's it called? In Valorant rankings collegiately. At a collegiate level. University of Virginia is up there. Ball State is up there. Some of these colleges I know, like West Virginia's up there. I didn't Indiana Hoosiers. I didn't even know. Okay, to be honest, I didn't know half these schools play esports. So I'm just, bro.
I mean,
So
I met a 21-year-old.
I know someone who goes to Tiffin University, the Tiffin Dragons. She's a cheerleader there. And I did not know that Tiffin University is a team who plays esports in Valorant. This is kind of bananas. They have 3 United States players and a Brazilian player and another player I don't know the name of, don't know the flag of. That's kind of insane. They are 55th in ranking right now. This is absurd. Uh, uh, Oregon State's up there. Um, Illinois Fighting Illini Esports is up there. Jesus, how did I not know half of these schools do this?
I
Maryland is
mean,
in the top 100. What the heck, dude? I didn't know
what's
half.
Massachusetts in?
No, these are all United States. Like North
Oh, my bad,
Carolina,
gang.
like UCLA is 95th ranked. Texas
Mm.
State is in there. Um, Purdue Gold. Like, dude, I didn't know half these. To be honest, I didn't know half these schools played in this thing. This is
I
insane.
mean, you
So,
gotta think about. I feel like times
so
are changing.
yeah,
Likewise, there's so much technology going on.
I mean, the big ones to me that stand out is Tiffin University. I know people who go there, and also Winthrop University. That's kind of nutty. I wonder if does it say the location of where they are? I
I
wonder,
thought Purdue was a little bit crazy though. Like I never thought Purdue Global would be making college students play
dude.
Valorant.
I didn't know, dude. I didn't know, uh, these kind of schools, like these small and big schools, competed. Like, dude, I didn't even like. So okay, so here I'll give you a comp that they run. That this is from Winthrop University. Um, and this is a stat that they play. This is stats on bind. This is the bind map number 22. They have a 59% win rate. They have 13 wins, 9 losses total. They attack when they attack first. They have 5. I'm assuming this is 5 wins when they attack first. When they defend first, they have 17. So it looks like they're a defense heavy team. Attack round win percentage 52%. So they are winning more than half of their attacking rounds, which is fucking insane. Uh
What a clobber!
they have 122 round wins on attack and 112 round losses on attack. Now, take a guess on defense what their round win percentage is.
15, maybe.
49% win rate on defense. They were basically going 50-50 on both attack and defense. They have 126 wins and 129 round losses on defense. That's on bind alone. That is absolutely insane. You want to know the comp they run the most? Or
What
what they look like they run the most?
is it? The Viper Pool one or?
It's, well, looks like in most games they or in a decent they play but these colleges play pro teams like Oxygen Esports.
Ain't no way, bro.
Oxygen Esports is a pro game. That has to be a pro game. And I don't even know if they won that game. Hold on. I'm assuming red means they lost. Oh yeah, Oxygen Esports kicked them. Okay, just kidding. I apologize to Winthrop Esports. I'm a nerd. So
I mean, you
okay,
gotta admit they went pretty far, right? Like, no, I mean they got clobbered, of course, but it's impressive to see them go against Oxygen,
yeah.
right?
Here, so I'll give you their matches. Why is my mom calling me? Give me a second.
Intermission or everyone. Sorry about this. Ryan is currently calling somebody. In this case, oh,
We gotta finish this quick. Just kidding. But so this can probably be the last thing of this, and then when I get back from eating, we'll probably play some Val. But I will upload this after this. But like, so Winthrop University beat one team. Their VODs are on Twitch and YouTube. They took Oxygen took them 2-0. Um,
oh,
they went on a couple streaks at some point in time. I'm just looking to see if they played any bigger teams or any higher ranked teams, like any close to them. They beat Virginia University at one point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They went on a 6-game winning streak. They
I
they got absolutely decimated by TSM and M80. I actually don't know if this is a real TSM roster, so give me 1 second. If these
you
teams
know,
if these teams are playing legitimate like pro level teams, that's nuts.
yeah.
So
You
hold
know,
on.
it's nice to see like more and more people like playing like
Oh,
on both a competitive level and like in school.
looks like they don't have a real roster. I'm an idiot. Just kidding.
Uh,
But let's see.
I was
Like,
gonna
so let's just real quick. I just want to go back to Tiffin University. Like, this looks like they only have 4 games played. They are. What did I say they were? Hold on. Where'd it go? Sorry, I'm so discombobulated at this moment in time.
I thought you said Tiffany was like like crazy. I
Ti-
mean, not
well,
best,
hold
but
on. So
crazy, right?
what I don't. James Madison's in here. SNHU Blue. Okay, I am not in the right spot. Hold on. I'm tripping balls right now.
What do you think the cash prices on these tournaments are
Honestly,
like?
I don't know, and I'm very interested to know because these teams look like somewhat decent.
I was going to also tell the viewers,
Oh,
it's
here we
nice
go.
to see the. Sorry.
Yeah, good. Tiffin University is 55th ranked right now, including Y. Okay, hold on. 1 second. All right. Tiffin
Talk.
University is 2-2. They lost to the Fisher Falcons. They beat Scarlet Knights Black, lost to Fisher Navy, and beat SNHU Blue. So clearly, something's going right here. Let's see. They toggle their I'll toggle their matches. I'll just give you the rundown really quickly before I leave. So Tiffin University versus SNHU Blue. Tiffin University wins. Their comp on Bind, Raise, Sky, Fade, Viper, Breach. Yeah, Breach. Then
Creative.
SNHU pulls Breach, Viper, Mirror with the Breach, Viper, and Sky mirrors with an offset of Killjoy and Jet. Oh wow. And Tiffin University won that 13-1. So they gave up one round, which is fucking
I'm like
nuts.
I'm
Now,
liking these best of both worlds in this
yeah,
case.
game 2, or that might have been game 2. Game 1 would be Haven. Tiffin uses a Jet, KJ, Sova, Brimstone. Oh, sorry, they were using Brimstone, not Breach. They used Breach and Omen. I got the two mixed up. So they won. They got Haven, Jet, KJ, Sova, Breach, Omen. They win that match 13-8. The other team used a Jet mirror. They use a Cypher, Sova mirror, Astra, and Phoenix. So that just shows these comps are just seem absolutely ridiculous, but it's insane. So actually, those are last year. Let's just look at this year. So this year they are 1-1. They beat Scarlet Black Knights. They won Lotus 13-10 and Icebox 14-12.
Damn.
Icebox, they use a Jet, KJ Silva, KO, Viper. The other team uses a Viper, Silva, KJ, Sage, Jet. Then on Lotus, they win 13-10. They use a Raze, Chamber, Gecko, Viper, Omen. On the other team, uses the Omen, Viper mirror, and the Raze mirror. Except they don't mirror the Gecko and Chamber. They use Sky and KJ. So just the fact that they have like double smoke plus a flash plus the KJ utility and Raze as an absolutely fantastic Slayer, the Scarlet Black Knights lost 13-10. Like, that's insane. Then the next time they play, the round of 16 in this tournament that they played, they lost 2-0. They lost 13-2 and 13-7 on Icebox and Lotus, literally the two maps they played the match beforehand. So,
Damn.
this just shows that teams play the same maps, they get different results. And guess what? Guess what they use for lineups? Those two maps. The same exact lineups they used the match before. So this is what I mean. They can't, even though you use the same roster, same thing, does not mean you get the same result. They use the same maps, same lineups for both maps, the exact same, and they lost. So that just shows, just because you have the same roster, the same lineup, and you know what? The other teams, so on Lotus, this other team did the exact same lineup as the other team before. They just swapped out Sky for Fade. And on the other side, on Icebox, they did the exact same thing, except swapped the Sage out for Arena. So that just shows they literally 2 matches in a row played very similar comps, except for one agent, and probably that one agent made a difference. But that just shows you they use, for the last 4 matches they played, they use the same exact lineups on the same exact maps. And then the other teams use very similar lineups. They lost one match, they won one match. That just shows you how unpredictable this game is.
Yeah, it's nice to see like them sticking with what they know, and yet like being different at the same time. Cause like I said before, it's about experience, but it's also about like adaptability as well. Cause like the Jet meta is of course alive and well. I thought it was dead honestly, but it's nice. It's nice to see it's alive and well. I'm loving these different trade ups though, like like the people picking different maps. Like Sage is on Icebox now, which I thought was creative.
Oh,
Breach is like on a different map. But anyways, I probably shouldn't hold you anymore. You gotta go now, right?
Yeah, kinda.
All right, that's fair. You should probably close out from here. Not to press on, but yeah.
Yeah, no, you're good. Just one more thing. A team. So there's not one normal college team, like a big school team, until rank 9 of Missouri University. Mizzou Esports is number 9 ranked right now as of October 28th in the rankings.
Damn. Who's top 1 right, or who's top 5 right now?
Top 5, I'll give it really quick. TAMU Maroon, Northwood University, UST Esports, Blinn, and Fisher Navy. So those are your top 5, with Winthrop University coming in at 6th. That is as of right now, live polls. But yeah, so if you guys do enjoy this episode, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. And you know what? Next episode, maybe we'll have another conversation like this. We'll have some sports talk, or we'll have more esports. You know what? I don't really know, but we do it on a day-to-day basis. So I want to say real quick thank you to the guests that came on. I really do appreciate you guys. When I get back, if you guys are still on, we'll probably play some Valve for a little while. But if you guys do enjoy this video and this episode of the podcast, make sure you guys leave a like. My name is Ryan. I'm leaving with Ryan and Yago. See you next time. Have a great day, everyone.